two examples. One with respect to application specific embedded system, that is, we have seen example of washing machine, and one more is with respect to domain specific example, that is, we have seen how electronics has been incorporated in a vehicle. That too, an example of car we have seen. I hope all of you have gone through. Then we have seen how the ECUs can be classified into two categories, that is high speed electronic control units and low speed electronic control units, HECUs and LECUs. Okay, next we'll see some of the very important automotive communication buses. Automotive applications make use of serial buses for communication, which greatly reduces the amount of wiring required inside a vehicle. Now, depending upon for which part of the vehicle or what type of application you are using inside, or what type of communication you want to perform, what is the timing criticality, real time criticality, whether it is hard real time or soft real time or firm real time system. Depending upon that, we have so many different automotive communication buses which will be used. And that first one is very famous controlled area network. In short, we call it as CAN. The CAN bus was originally proposed by Robert Bosch. I hope most of you heard this name. All right. Even it visits nearby colleges for placement activities also, for a pool campus, right? So one of the famous company from Germany, right? The CAN bus was originally proposed by Robert Bosch, pioneer in the automotive embedded solution, right? It supports a medium speed up to 125 kbps and high speed up to 1 mbps data transfer. CAN is an event-driven protocol interface with support for error handling in data transmission. It is generally employed in safety systems like airbag control, powertrain systems like engine control, and anti-lock braking systems, or in short ABS, and navigation systems like GPS. The protocol format and interface application development for CAN bus will be explained once again or in detail further section of this particular next module, or it can be explained once again as a part of this module only. Okay, but right time being, you should be knowing what is a CAN, what are the different speeds, and who has invented it, and how it can be used, and for what applications. I hope all of you understood. A CAN is going to be used for really hard real-time applications. So second one, if I go, that is local interconnect network. LIN is also one of the automotive communication bus. LIN bus is a single master, multiple slave. We can have up to 16 independent slave nodes communication interface. LIN is a low speed single wire communication interface with support for data rates up to 20 kbps and is used for sensor or actuator interfacing. LIN bus uh, follows the master communication triggering techniques to eliminate the possible bus arbitration problem that can occur by the simultaneous talking of different slave nodes connected to a single interface bus. Uh, Local interconnect network bus is employed in applications like mirror controls, fan controls, seat positioning controls, window controls, and position controls. So if you see these applications here, we will come to know that this bus will be used in such applications where response time is not critical issue. Once you compare ABS with the seat positioning control, ABS comes under hard real time, whereas this seat positioning control can be classified in firm or soft real time systems. Even if it takes time for the seat positioning to adjust the seat position, it's okay. But if ABS fails, it's going to result into disasters. Like that, we can understand the importance of the applications. Next, we have media oriented system transport, MOST bus. The media oriented system transport, or in short MOST, is targeted for automotive audio and video equipment interfacing, used primarily in European cars. A MOST bus is multimedia fiber optic point to point network implemented in a star, ring, or daisy chained topology over optical fiber cables. The MOST bus specifications defined by the physical layer as well as application layer. Network layer and media access control. MOST bus is an optical fiber cable connected between the electrical optical converter EOC and optical electrical converter OEC, which would translate into the optical cable most bus. Right now, after knowing the different ECUs which are part of the car, how these ECUs are going to communicate with the help of different bus protocols, next we should be having a rough idea about uh, how which are the key players of automotive embedded market. So this embedded market has been divided into so many different players. We require silicon providers. These silicon providers are responsible for providing the necessary chips which are used in the control application development. So one very good example is we have Unlock Devices. The name of the company itself is Unlock Devices. It provides a world-class digital signal processing chips, precision unlock microcontrollers, programmable inclinometer and accelerometer, LED drivers, etc. We have Xilinx. Most of you might have heard, those who have done SDL coding, right? These Xilinx is a company which supplies high performance FPGAs, CPLDs, and automotive specific IP cores. IP stands for intellectual property cores for GPS navigation systems, driver information system, distance control, collision avoidance, and many more, right? Then we have NXP Semiconductor, right? It supplies 18 or 16 or 32-bit flash microcontrollers. We have one more famous company called as Renesas. It is a provider of high-speed microcontrollers and large-scale integration LSI, right? Then we have Texas Instruments. I hope most of you heard it. Even we have a separate lab for you people to conduct your projects or extracurricular activities you can do there in terms of mini projects. It's supplier of microcontrollers, digital signal processor, and automotive communication control chips for LIN bus products. We have Infineon, one more very famous company with respect to automobile, supplier of high speed or high performance microcontrollers and customized application specific chips. We have NEC, provider of high performance microcontrollers. Right now, this is with respect to silicon providers or the hardware providers. Now we'll see what are the different tools and platform providers. Tools and platform providers are manufacturers and supplier of various kinds of development tools and real-time embedded operating systems for developing and debugging different control units related to applications. In that we have NEA, ENEA, right? NEA is an embedded technology, is the developer of OSC, real-time operating system. This OSC RTOS supports both CPU and DSP and has also been specially developed to support multi-core and fault-tolerant system development, right? Then we have MathWorks. One of the most famous product from MathWorks is the MATLAB. Most of you have used it. You know its application. It is the world's leading developer and supplier of technical software. It offers a wide range of tools, consultancy, training for numeric computation, visualization, modeling, simulation across many different industries, right? Those who are interested, please Google and check out the different tool sets which are available with the MathWorks. We do have separate tool set exclusively for automotive applications with respect to MathWorks. Then we have Keil software, which we are using for our lab for implementation purpose. It is an integrated development environment, Keil. From Microvision from Keil software is a powerful embedded software design tool for 8051 as well as C166 family of microcontrollers. We have Microsoft. It is a platform provider for automotive embedded applications. Next, we have solution providers like Bosch Automotive. Bosch is a providing complete automotive solution ranging from body electronic, diesel engine control, gasoline engine control, powertrain systems, safety systems, and so on. We have Denso Automotive, Infosys Technology, Delphi. Delphi is a complete solution provider as a Bosch. These are market competitors. Like this, we have so many different companies who are working in the field of embedded systems. Right now, here in this particular part of this module, we have seen different types or application specific, domain specific embedded systems. What are the different parts of it? Who are the key players, right? And how it can be used, integrated, and supplied by different solution providers. Okay, I will stop this video here only, right? Thank you.